How's everyone doing today? It's your boy, A-Dog TV. That's another day of Gossip TV. Today's gossip is about story time. This lady, she's talking about did he come with a gift? What's in that bag? Story time on my birthday. Setup story.
I'm gonna try to run through it real quick in 10 minutes. If not, I guess I'll make a part two, but hopefully I won't have to. I'm gonna address this first. Did he come with a gift? What's in that bag? So it wasn't a gift. He came from the Apple store because his phone had got broken or something like that. So he went from the Apple store to the hotel. But this story is so long, like, oh my gosh. All right, let me just get into it. Okay. First of all, that video of us in that hotel happened about, I guess, like 4 years ago. Yeah, I think it's like 4 years ago, yeah. And around that time, me and him, we lived together. But we got into like some, I can't get into it, but we separated for a little bit. But you know, when you separate from your baby dad or your baby mom, it's never really separated unless you're really standing on business. And I was young, so I was never really standing on business per se. So that was still very much my nigga. And so prior to that, I got into a car accident. And before that car accident, he wasn't there for about 2 weeks. No, I'm lying. He wasn't there for about a month. And then in that month, he didn't help me with my daughter. I lost jobs because he just wasn't there to help anymore because he was on some bitter shit because we separated. I kicked him out. So fast forward to the car accident, I called him. I'm like, it's not about our child. I know, like, you're not watching her, but I just got in a car accident. I almost died. My body is bruised up. Please come over. Like, you know. So he comes over. At the time, my daughter was with his parents. So it was just me and him there. He's literally pulling glass out my back, like little shards of glass. Like, giving me my favorite snacks, making sure I'm fine. Like, was with me hand and foot and was basically saying, oh, we need to work on our family again. Like, let's just work on our family. That's my nigga. Like, we was never broken up, babes. So it was nothing. It was nothing. And so he was like, yeah, let me just go to the spot I was at, which I should have looked into it more. He wasn't at his folks' crib. He was like, let me go to the spot I was at, I'm guessing his friend's house, to get my stuff, and I'm coming back home. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, yeah, because we need to be a team. Like, we are a team. Like, this ain't even us breaking up, you know?
What are you talking about? What spot? Obviously, he's not with his parents. How long were they broken up for?
Not come back. Like, he did not come back, y'all. Like, I was so confused. I'm like, where the fuck is he at? Like, where are you? Where are you, babe? Where are you? So I'm not the type to go through people's phone. I'm not the type to go snooping. But when I call my friends, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was very delusional and very fucking stupid 4 years ago. Like, So I was like, I don't know what to do. They're like, you want me to do my FBI shit? I'm like, what would you do? So they're like, oh, I'll go through social media. So I said, no, I'll do it on my own. I went through his social media. Went through the social media, found some girl commenting on all his stuff multiple times and him responding only back to her. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, this gotta be a connection. Maybe he was with her. I don't know. Maybe I can find out some information on where he at through her. Mind you, after my car accident, even though I'm fully in pain, I still slept with him. So it was like giving, like, yeah, babe, like, we're at an understanding that we're going to work this out because I'm not just sleeping with anybody. And if you say...
Hold on, both of you broke up. You got a baby with him, both of you broke up. And you had a car accident, you called him and he come. And because you slept with him, you think everything is fine. It doesn't make sense. Like, what the heck? You're already broken up. So, yeah. She has to take accountability as well. Like, why did you even sleep? How could you even sleep with someone... And he's taking glass out your body. Crazy, man. And why didn't you go to the hospital? I don't get it. Why didn't you go to the... If you got glass in your system, you should have gone to the hospital, not home, or calling your guy to come and see you. What? Oh gosh, that is wild, man.
So Okay, where was I? Okay, yeah, so the girl, I reached out to her. Not on no, like, coming to you as a woman, because it would never be that. But it was like, do you know where my baby dad is? Like, do you know where my baby dad is? Even though I probably should never fucking said that. But I was like, you know what? She's like, oh, are you Jazz? Like, are you Maui's mom? Knew my daughter. Called my baby dad by his first and last name. Like, she just knew everything about him. So I'm like, looking. It said this girl's in New York. So I'm like, we're in Philly. Like, where are you? That's like, where are you? And she's like, oh, I'm in college right now. She's like, she's from New York, but she wasn't in New York. She was somewhere in a different state. So this was like a long distance relationship. So, okay, boom, he not with you. But she knew about the whole situation because she was like, oh, are you feeling any better? I'm like, feeling better about what? She's like, you were in a car accident. So I'm like, how do you know I was in a car accident, sis? She's like, oh, this is what he said to me. And she sent me a screenshot. And he was like, I had to rush to the hospital. My BM and her mom was at the hospital, so I had to go, to the hospital. So I guess
Fair enough. Okay, so she missed that part. That part where she actually was in the hospital and the guy met them in the hospital. Okay, now I get it. So what I want to know is, how did you end up from you and your mom in the hospital to making your way back home with him and sleeping with him? So how many days was he in the hospital for? And why was the glass in you? Why was there broken glass in your body when you left the hospital? Or was it taking out the glass from your body while you was in hospital? And plus, if you're in hospital with your mom, that's what they should have done in the hospital anyway. So it's not lining up to me. I feel like that part there she made up of him taking out glass from her skin and stuff, broken glass from her skin.
I guess she kept trying to call him and he wasn't picking up. And then he was like, I love you. We'll talk soon. I just got to see what's going on with her, if she's going to make it. Make what, bitch? Like, what? So I'm like, hold up. Did he, like, what else did he say? Like, how do you know about my daughter? She also sent me a screenshot of him saying, my baby mom is so obsessed with me. She won't leave me the F alone. She just got me watching my child all the time. I never get a break. She's a deadbeat mom. Like, all this stuff. And I'm just, like, baffled. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I was working at the post office. I was working Amazon. I was working all these fucking jobs while still having my daughter. And I literally would have to drop her off to, like, a family member and then come pick her back up. That was my world. And every time I call him, like, hey, my family can't watch her tonight. Can you? Bro, I'm not doing it. So where is the... And then when he said I was obsessed with him, no, I would just easy to get back in my good gracious. Like, I wasn't, like, reaching out, like, please come back to the family. Please, please, please. No, it was like, can you watch your daughter? No? Okay. You don't want to be home? Okay, cool. And I let him go. But every time he came back, I allowed him to come back. Like, what the fuck? And, of course, I was going to try to work it out. He was the father of my only child. He is the father of my only child. So, yeah. Back to the girl, though. So, we're talking back and forth. We realized, like, he's the problem. Well, I already knew, but she realized he's the problem. And she was just like, yeah, I knew something was wrong. Like, I knew this, that, and the third. She was like, I said, have you ever met him in person? She's like, no. And I was like, well, he told me he was coming back here with his things. I haven't heard from him. I keep calling him, bro. At this point, I might have called him like 70 times trying to figure out what's going on, and he's just not responding. So then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go back to, are you going to get your child? And that's what it was. So I was like, you know what? If you're not coming, you ain't have to lie to me. That's like all the messages I kept saying. I sent messages off my friend phone, everything. I'm like, all right, but what's your stance on your child at this point? Because now I'm fed up. And still wasn't getting a response. So I'm thinking maybe she could help me. She's like, oh, he's texting me back right now. Like, we're talking right now. So I said, text him and ask him about me. Like, what? And he said, oh, she's fine. She's going to be okay. You know, just bullshit. So then she was like, I'm not liking how this is going. Like, I don't like how he's, like, presenting himself as a person. But also, hold up. She also sent me, like, 5, 6, 7 pages of their conversations of him trash talking me Him telling her she wants him to have her first son. Mind you, the reason why I kicked him out is because I was pregnant with twins, and he said we were not able to have any more children because it would be stupid. And I need to think with my head and not my heart. And so I just was like, I had a breaking point, like, damn, you don't even want to.
I think by then he was already fed up with the relationship. He already wanted to leave. So whatever she was, whatever they was going through in the relationship, he wasn't happy because he's thinking, oh, I already got one child with you, and another one is gonna be crazy. So he was looking for exit plan regardless. So having another child would have been crazy. But obviously, at the end of the day, it takes two, doesn't it? And obviously, the final say is the woman's. Even a man can have an opinion on what he wants, but if the woman doesn't want it or a woman wants it, it's her opinion that matters at the end of the day, because the woman's carrying the child and it's her body that gets changed and all that kind of stuff there. So I hear that. You feel me? So I would say she's lucky. Oh, maybe it's the wrong word. Maybe not lucky, but if he's not here with her having one child, imagine she had three and she had to struggle by herself and he still goes, it would be tougher. You feel me? So count yourself lucky, my sister, and keep it stepping. Because he's your baby daddy doesn't mean he's going to be there for life. You know, these things happen all the time, and sometimes you just got to cut your losses and keep smiling and do it for your kids. You have one baby for him, but you know what? I'm sure your baby's going to grow up to you an angel, and you're going to, whatever you're doing right now, you're going to let her know not to do it because you're moving crazy.
But with me, you don't want to get married, like, but then come to find out he's telling another girl all the stuff that I was begging for. He was telling another girl that shit, you know? So that shit, like, really was pissing me off. But anyway, and then also, they were on some weird shit. They were sending videos back and forth to each other of them sleeping with other people, like, so I had a video of him actually sleeping with another girl. A week prior, he was at my house, and I knew it was around that same time because he came to my house and went and got his tattoo down the street at our tattoo guy, and then he came back to show me the tattoo, gave me some money, hugged, kissed, did some things, and he went to sleep with some random girl in the hotel. So okay, this video is getting long. Okay, anyway, so me and the girl talked for a while, and I told her, like, well, I'm gonna set this man up, like, I'm gonna make him be present because you keep ignoring me, you're not ignoring her. So I need to confront you because, like, this is crazy. All this stuff is coming to me. So me and my friend, the one who I called about the whole situation, we came up with the idea to make this man come to a hotel. And it was going to be broadcast and recorded. But I'm going to answer more questions. The video is, like, you know, clocking out. And I got to get to work. I'm super fucking late. So stay tuned for part 2 or whatever.
Crazy, man. I mean, the guy's giving every single sign that he's not interested. So clearly, anytime he's around the area, they will come around and they will do things, and he will go, and he'll pay her money and he will go. So she didn't. She liked the guy more than the guy liked him, and the guy was not interested. He just knew that she ain't going nowhere. So I think that's what that was, and the guy took advantage of that, you know. But one thing I would say is, you trying to set this thing up and put it online, remember, that's still your daughter's dad. Your daughter's going to grow up and see this video one day. Because loads of people like me are going to react to it. You're going to grow up and see this video one day. And the two things going to happen. It's either your daughter's going to blame you for embarrassing her dad online, or it's going to hate her dad for doing that to her mom in such a young age. So please, like, comment, and subscribe, and of course share. It's your boy, A-Dog TV, another day of Gossip TV. This is part 1 of this one. I'm going to be posting a part 2 tomorrow, so let's watch out and see how it goes, how the cookie crumbles. It's your boy. Peace.